Hey indie game fans! There appears to be a gap in the big AAA releases this week, so indie developers have jumped on the opportunity to get their game out there. However, to keep it fresh, I'll change things up a little with some titles that I have not covered, so here are the top 5 best new releases of the week. Indivisible is a combination of a Metroidvania with a turn-based RPG which looks absolutely wonderful, since this is coming to us from Lab Zero Games, makers of the fighting game Skullgirls, which has gorgeous art as well. It is an age-old story of a young girl on a quest to save everything she knows from being destroyed, but the sheer variety of inspirations that this draws from is excellent, from different cultures and mythologies from all over the world. While you explore the world in 2D, combat causes the camera to zoom in, where you then fight alongside 3 other incarnations, people who you can absorb into the beads on your head, from a gun-slinging cowboy, a pirate with back-mounted cannons, a water mage, and even a Captain Falcon-like martial artist clad in armor. As mentioned in the video on the best upcoming indie games of October, this was one of the top picks, so very excited for this. MISTOVER is a stylish RPG that, much like Warsaw last week, seems to be taking some visual cues from Darkest Dungeon, and hey, that is an art style which I adore, so glad to see more of it. Rather than side-scrolling dungeon crawling, this has a full-on map with 8 different character classes, skills, equipment upgrades, as well as ever-changing maps and layouts as you journey into the mist to search for answers about the vortex that is spawning monsters. Skills and formations play a part, as is the internal conflict between satisfaction and greed, so perhaps an analog to the stress system in Darkest Dungeon. This comes to us from a Korean indie developer, so hopefully the translation and localization will be good. Valfaris is a heavy metal action platformer, which is another title that I've been looking forward to due to the insane action and gorgeous pixel art. It is metal AF with decapitation, wolves, lasers and more, with a really awesome look. Look out for the full review coming soon. Killer Queen is one of those games which I have heard so much about, but never actually got the chance to play, since apparently it was released in arcades in the US and is a 4v4 local multiplayer game with multiple paths to victory. Killer Queen Black is the home console version, so we'll get to check it out, where you need to focus on both your role while preventing the enemy from winning. You can win via economic victory, where you fill your hive with berries, military victory, where you kill the enemy queen 3 times, and even something called snail victory, which is crazy and fun in a fast-paced game like this. Heard great things, so one to check out. The chameleon and bat combination is back with Yooka-Laylee and the impossible Lair, coming to us from Platonic Games, who are made up of former members of Rare. The original Yooka-Laylee was a Kickstarter success and promised to bring back that old-school 3D platformer gameplay made famous by games like Banjo-Kazooie, and it launched in 2017 to, let's say, mixed reviews. However, this game changes things up into a 2.5D side-scrolling platformer with, most interesting of all, a 3D overworld filled with secrets. There's coverage of the game floating out there, and the reception thus far has been pretty good, with several 8s and 9s on this, so it seems like they have hit their stride with the series. The art is beautiful and very cartoony, just like the Rare games of old, so a huge congratulations to the team. For more upcoming indie game new releases, check out the previous video or click on the recommended playlist, and I will see you after the jump.